Hey there, it's Huang with CHT Secrets. I just wanted to come on. Today is day 2 of Foundations of Hand Therapy that I did here at my clinic, Hands-On Therapy Services. And I just wanted to come on and tell you one of my biggest takeaways from this weekend that I spoke about a lot. And a lot of what we do as occupational therapists, I understand that a lot of people might not know what occupational therapists do. They may not know how we can help them. And in the hand therapy world, even though they know it's hand therapy, a lot of times they don't know what we do or how we can actually help them. And actually, as a certified hand therapist, I actually work on more than just the hands, right? I help people with elbow problems. I help people with shoulder problems. I actually help people with some neck and thoracic spine problems too, because the whole arm kind of sits on that. So even though we say that we are hand therapists or we say that we are certified hand therapists, a lot of times people just don't know exactly what we do, exactly how we can help them. And I hear that a lot of therapists get really frustrated when it comes to people just don't know what we do. And I think, and I spoke about this so much this weekend, that I really wanted to share with you what I shared with everyone in my Foundations of Hand Therapy course. And it is trust. People have got to trust you in order for you to be able to continue to help them, right? So the biggest thing is when you are first talking to someone, it's just like if you go and you meet anybody out there in the world, right? You go to a bar. My stories always start at the bar, right? Go to the bar and I'm talking to somebody and they don't know me, they don't trust me. Who am I, to give them any kind of therapy advice? So I never give therapy advice at a bar. But a lot of times when you start to talk to somebody and they get to kind of know you, kind of like you, and then sometimes there's a little trust, right? And then they might start to ask. So it's just like any other relationship that you get yourself into. If you meet someone at work, for example, you don't know them, you're not sure you like them, and you sure as hell don't trust them, right? So much about anything just comes down to one person at a time. Does that person like, know, and trust you? So when you're meeting somebody for the first time in an evaluation in your clinic, they're coming in, they're painful, they don't know what's going on. What's the most important thing of that evaluation? You've got to gain their trust. Right? You've got to gain their trust. And it might take more than just one visit, but they've got to, they've got to like you, they've got to get to know you a little bit more, and then they can build a little trust. And if they know, like, and trust you, then they're more likely to come back time and time again so that you have the opportunity to be able to help them. Now, you can get them to like, know, and trust you, right? And the trust is a little complicated because with that trust comes, you've got to show some skills. And that's the whole point of my Foundations of Hand Therapy, but that's for another day. I just wanted to bring that up. It's something that I hear so much, and people just they get really frustrated. People don't really know. And this comes at such perfect timing that I wanted to share with you, right? I wanted to share with you because I saw in one of these groups and they're like, nobody knows what occupational therapy does, and we're not valued in the health therapy community, and all that stuff. And I can hear, and then tons of people have posts, tons of people have stuff to say, and that's fine. Have your say. And a lot of people are just annoyed. I've been doing this for so many years and I'm just tired. And I get it. Some days I'm tired too. But at the end of the day, remind yourself when you're annoyed. So then I got this email. So I always get this email. He does a daily email from this blog, and he goes, annoyed. Does being annoyed serve any useful purpose? I love that. Does being annoyed serve any useful purpose? If it does, are there classes that you can take or experiences that you can pay for that help you become annoyed? We have gyms to get fit and mindfulness exercises to get calm, but I'm not sure I'm seeing a widespread movement towards seeking annoyance. So if being annoyed is simply a side effect of something else we do, and it's not actually useful, why do we work so hard to amplify the annoyance that we feel? Why create a narrative, push hard against the powerless bureaucrat or the stuck pickle jar simply to make ourselves even more annoyed? The only person who is getting taught a lesson is us. This comes from Seth Godin. He's kind of like a marketing guru, but I love some of his emails that he has and he puts out there. And it just came at this perfect timing, because a lot of times we do get annoyed. We get annoyed that people don't get us. We get annoyed that people don't know what we do as occupational therapists. And I think this whole, is being annoyed, serve any useful purpose? It really doesn't. And instead of thinking of this whole grand big picture of like, I want everyone to know what I do, who I am, and my chosen career profession, I want to urge you to just focus on one person at a time. One person at a time. If you can focus on one person at a time and they come in and they get to know you, they like you and they trust you, then you have an ability to be able to help them a little further. And that one person, then you can help the next person, the next person, the next person. And before you know it, you've become this expert in your area because you have gotten an opportunity to continue to work with people that you want to work with and to develop your skills in the area that you want to develop your skills in. So, as somebody who is an occupational therapist, and I have been for 20 years, I totally get the annoyance, like, why don't people know us more? Why don't people trust us? But when you kind of change that narrative to, what if I could just help one person at a time? And what if that one person really trusts me? And then I can go and say, by the way, as an occupational therapist, this is how I can help you. By the way, as a hand therapist, as a certified hand therapist, this is how I can help you. Once they get to know you, once they get to like you, then you can then you can have the opportunity to showcase your skills, right? And help them get out of pain, help them get the best possible recovery from the injury, from their surgery, but it all starts there. That is the foundation, some of the foundational things that you've got to think about when it comes to who you're working with and how you can have a longer, fulfilling career in occupational therapy, in hand therapy. And that was one of my key things that I kept talking about, that I kept going back to when I was in this class this weekend. And I just wanted to share that with you because I hope that even though we do have moments and days where we do get frustrated and we do get annoyed, if we can remind ourselves of this, and it's just one person at a time, the little things that we do can amount to bigger things over the lifetime of what we do. So I hope that helped, and I appreciate you listening to me this long. Thank you so much. If you are somebody who is an occupational therapist and you want to get into hand therapy, or you're an occupational therapist and you just work with a lot of people, no matter in what setting, that have two hands and two arms that you could possibly help with, then I am reopening Orthosis 101. This is the last time I'm opening it in 2019, so get your course. You can buy it online. If you're interested, then click the link below and I will send you the information, more information about Orthosis 101, so that you can develop your skills, not just in hand therapy, but specifically in making custom fitted orthosis. As occupational therapists, is one of the most important skills that we have in our profession, and how we can help people better. So if you're someone who's looking to develop your skills in creating custom fitted orthosis, then please click the link below and sign up for some information. I'm going to open it as of today, Sunday, Sunday, November the November the 3rd, and I am going to keep it open for a week, and then we're going to close it again because why? In Orthosis 101, we have accountability calls, and just want to make sure that you're getting as much from this course as possible. So it's going to be available. It's going to be open for another week, and if you're interested in it, I have a key promotional code that you can enter to get $50 off of the course. So click the link below if you're interested in developing your skills in creating custom fitted orthoses, bringing even more value to occupational therapy.